Will the seller or buyer know how much profit I made if I double close? If you double close, the seller and end buyer should not know what profit you made. Well, maybe. I say maybe because you need to understand the workings of a double closing so you can head off any issues you may encounter. Ideally, what happens in a double closing is the same closing agent will close the A to B and B to C legs in separate rooms or at different times on the same day. Then the closing agent will record the required closing documents in the sequence of the first set, A to B, and the second set, B to C, shortly thereafter. Ideally, before the documents recordings, neither the original seller, A, nor the end buyer, C, should know your profit on the transaction. Most of the time this is the case, but if either or both seller and end buyer check the public record in the following days, they will know your purchase and sale prices, but it doesn't matter. It is done. Now let's discuss what can go wrong. While the closing agent has a fiduciary obligation to you, that may not mean much if the seller or end buyer chooses the agent or attorney. Therefore, it is imperative you choose the closing agent you know is investor friendly and understands double closings. If the end buyer is an investor, he may push you to see the original contract with the seller to determine how much your profit will be. If he pushes so hard you think he may not sign your contract or even close, give him a redacted or blacked out copy of the original contract with your seller. If your end buyer asks to speak to the seller directly, you're likely working with a black hat wholesaler, also known as a deal thief. There should never be any reason for him to talk to your seller, so don't let it happen. In summary, the main purpose of a double closing is to mask your profit from the original seller and the end buyer. If you have any additional questions, contact me directly at davedinkelquestions@gmail.com. If you need hard money instead of transactional funding, contact me for referrals to private hard money lenders. Be sure to check out besttransactionalfunding.com for all your same-day double closing needs, including a list of investor-friendly closing agents in various states. We have more 5-star Google ratings than all the other transactional funders combined.